What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm sorry it's been a little bit since my last upload. I've had some family in town and we've just really been having a great time with each other, but now they're back home and I'm back on to making videos. So in the world of fragrances, it can be a very, very expensive thing. We all know it. I go over some niche fragrances that can be $200, $300, sometimes even $500 depending on the brand creed, but not everybody needs to have hundreds of dollars to smell good. I think everybody should smell good no matter what your income is. And that's the whole point of RAFscents in the first place. I want to show people that they can smell good and smell rich without actually being rich. Sometimes that involves shopping from rack stores. Sometimes that involves having clone or dupe fragrances in your collection. So today I'm going to give you 7 great fragrances, all of them under $30 that you can add to your collection and start smelling good on a budget today. So I hope you're ready. Take some notes. Let's go. Now, as with all of my other videos, I will be leaving links to the various fragrances in the description below so that you can click on them and buy them online for yourselves. Full disclosure, most of them do go to Joma Shop. I'm an affiliate for Joma Shop, so when you click and shop from these different links, I do get a little bit of a commission. Now, I promise that I'm not just pushing it for commission. Joma Shop is a very legit place to buy fragrances from. I shop from there quite often. But I do appreciate just all the help I can get on this channel. I'd love to fully fund it one day, and that's a great way to help. So this first fragrance I actually purchased from TJ Maxx about 1.5 years ago, and it is a great fragrance for the summertime. You can find it at other rack stores like Marshall's, Ross, Burlington, and you can find it anywhere online. It's very easy to find. It is from Tommy Bahama. It is Set Sail St. Bart's. It's called St. Bart's, but the line of fragrances is called Set Sail. All of them have this nice design to it. There's St. Martinique, there's also St. Kitts, and all of them have that beachy summertime vibe to it. But this one is probably their most popular fragrance. It is very, very robust when you spray it on. It's got some salty aquatic notes along with some notes of tequila and some undertones of some woodiness, giving it kind of a driftwood vibe. But overall, it smells like you're sitting on the beach sipping a margarita. It is so good. There's even a little bit of lime in there that you can pick out from the lime in the margarita. Now, the downside of this fragrance is that it is an eau de cologne strength fragrance, a little bit less powerful than the eau de toilette fragrances that we're that we're used to seeing a lot of times. So while this one is going to be loud when you first spray it on, it's not going to last as long. We're talking maybe 4 hours, okay? But it's an easy spray on when you're wanting to go out in the summertime. I see it more as a daytime fragrance because of how bright it is, but you can get away with it at night, especially if it's really, really hot outside. It's about $25 online. You can probably find it in rack stores for a little bit cheaper than that, but Tommy Bahama St. Kitts is a great affordable fragrance. Now this next fragrance is from one of my favorite Middle Eastern houses called Versace. They make some amazing scents, and this one is a fall and wintertime banger. It is called Derege. Okay, now you guys have heard me talk about Versace Hawas as one of my favorite spring and summertime scents. It's very aquatic and vibrant and fresh. It is just all around amazing. But it got a lot of hype online, and so that price where it used to be $35 or $40 when I bought it a few years back, now it's around $75. But this one right here is only $25. And this is what I would call the fall and wintertime equivalent to Hawas. It is sweet as it's got some vanilla, some tonka bean, a little bit of amber, but it's also got some deeper notes like cardamom and sandalwood, a little bit of musk, and the slightest bit of rose. So I would call this one an affordable date night fragrance that is along the same type of feel as maybe YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme, but it's much stronger. It lasts about 10 hours, and it also projects quite a bit with only 2 sprays. Now, I've left a link in the description where you can buy this from Joma Shop, but this is also very easy to find online. You can get it at places like Amazon. And Amazon is, the places that sell on Amazon, they're pretty reliable. So you can definitely find this one on Amazon, but I strongly recommend you looking into Durege, as it's got some very romantic feels, but it's also, because of the cardamom and the musk, it's a little bit dry, like something dry, like maybe Armani Code Absolute would be dry with its vanilla. So I would say it's a little more versatile in its presentation as well, but more suited for the romantic settings. So there it is, Versace Durege. Check it out. All right, guys, I cannot make a video about affordable fragrances without including this next one. In relation to all of my fragrances, this is probably the one that smells the best for the amount of money you paid for it. And I've talked about it in a few of my other videos. It is from Liz Claiborne. It is called Lucky Number 6. It's a relic of the 90s. I used to wear this one in high school, and it still smells really good. Not that this is the actual bottle that I had in high school, but the scent profile is absolutely the same, and it is great. It's kind of like Dior Sauvage with a little Dylan Blue mixed in. So it's got some of those spicy notes, but it's a spicy woody fragrance, some sandalwood, some woody notes, but it's also got some sweet plum in there, as well as a little bit of neroli to kind of round everything up. But Liz Claiborne Lucky Number 6 only costs about $8 to $10 when you shop online. What the hell? This is the least expensive fragrance in my collection, and I still reach for it on occasion because I love that nostalgic feel. Now, in relation to when you can wear this, it's pretty versatile, okay? It can do pretty much any season. I would probably recommend against wearing this during the summer days, but summer nights, I think you can absolutely pull it off. And for those of you guys that are looking for a first cologne or a first fragrance to put in your collection, this is absolutely a great one to go with because you don't spend hardly any money. You could go and get a McDonald's meal that is more expensive than Liz Claiborne Lucky Number 6. So get a bottle of this, get it in, wear it whenever you need to, start feeling good, start, getting confident. This is going to be a good one to go with, okay? Liz Claiborne Lucky Number 6. And by the way, in terms of longevity, I forgot to talk about that. I get about 5 hours or 6 hours on this. It's been reformulated probably a billion times over the years, so the longevity has kind of gone downhill a little bit, but like I said, when you break it down, it's almost like $2 an hour that you're getting for this. You can't get a better price. There it is, Liz Claiborne Lucky Number 6. Moving right along to fragrance number 4. This is going to be the one in this list that is going to be probably the most divisive. Some people really enjoy this fragrance. Some people really, really hate it. I do have an appreciation for this fragrance. Now, granted, I don't reach for it very much, but that's because I don't find myself in many social situations where I feel like this fragrance would be beneficial. But it is still worth having in the collection. It is from Versace. It is Versace the Dreamer. I know that a few of you guys, if you've been in rack stores, you've probably passed this. If you've been in, some fragrance shops in the mall, you've probably seen this one for sale. It's very easy to come across, but it is an aromatic, slightly powdery floral fragrance for men, okay? It's got some notes like iris, some lily, some amber. It's also got some tarragon and juniper in it. So even some of those green notes kind of add to that aromatic quality that this one has. Now, in my opinion, it's quite a mature fragrance. I actually get more reports of some of my friends in the UK. A lot of those guys like it than some of my friends here in the United States do. I don't know why that is. It's crazy to kind of see, how different people's tastes are depending on what region in the world they live in. But this one right here, I still think this is good. I see this as something that guys in their later 20s and older would wear. It's going to be a little more formal. You could maybe pull it off in a romantic setting, but it would have to be with the right person, in the right place. But I see this being more something for formal occasions. I would probably wear it to church. I would probably wear it to the office. I would probably wear it to when you're doing a job interview, things of that nature. But it's really inexpensive, $25 to $30. It does last quite a while. I'm talking 6 to 8 hours for a $25 fragrance. That is a great price. So if you ever get the chance to sample this, I would definitely recommend sampling it first, because as I said, there's a decent chance, a fair chance, decent chance that you may not even like this just because of its different quality. It's unlike any other Versace fragrance out there, but I still like it. It's Versace the Dreamer. Now for fragrance number 5, we're going to get quite romantic with this fragrance. I think this is one of the best affordable date night fragrances that money can buy. Now, the price that I'm going to quote you for this one, I paid $25 for it, and I got it at a rack store. I got it at Burlington. When you find these particular fragrances from this house online, they're mostly going to be $50 to $55 to $60. So be sure, shop from rack stores. Shop Burlington, shop Ross, shop Marshalls, shop TJ Maxx, and you can find these between $20 and $25. It is from Banana Republic. It is tobacco and Tonka bean. This right here is one of my favorites from their collection. I have like 16 Banana Republic fragrances, and I'm telling you, not a single one of them I paid more than $25 for. So I promise it is possible to find these for a very affordable price. But this right here, like I said, it is a sweet and very rich and heavy date night fragrance. It's got some top notes of plum and pear. And then as it dries down, that's when you start getting into the tobacco, to the Tonka bean, but there's also going to be some vanilla. And there's also a little bit of coconut in there as well. Man, it is so freaking good. But I promise you, this one right here, it screams romance. And so, and I would even say it's a romance of a committed relationship. You know, there are some fragrances out there like Jean Paul Gaultier Ultramel, Jean Paul Gaultier La Mel, a lot of these fragrances that are fun and slightly romantic, but I wouldn't wear them if I was super committed to the lady. Maybe you're just starting off in a brand new relationship. Those are the ones for that. But if you're if you're already at the stage where you're making future plans, that you're already telling this significant other that you love them, right here, bro. I'm telling you, right here is the one you want. It is it's going to last about 6 hours, 7 hours maybe, for $25. If you buy rack stores for $25, that's a great price. But it is very much a fall and wintertime fragrance, possibly sometime during the spring because of that coconut and pear that's in there, possibly some spring evenings. But definitely don't wear it during the summer times. People will die, okay? And especially if you wear it during a date, your significant other will die. So don't kill your significant other. But there it is. Tobacco and Tonka means such a great fragrance. For fragrance number 6, we're going to actually come back with a summertime scent. It's very inexpensive. And guess what? This is the first one in this list that is an actual clone or a dupe of another fragrance. It's from the house of Armaf. This is Club de Nuit Milestone. This is probably one of my favorite from Armaf. And not as many people really like this one, but I myself really do appreciate it. This is meant to be a clone of Creed's Millésime Impérial. It is a summertime fragrance that is a little bit musky and metallic in its presentation, but for me, I think this one is beautiful. It's got some top notes of some C notes. It's got some bergamot. It's got some fruity aspects to it, and then some slightly woody tones there when you get into the heart notes. But mostly, you're going to get some ambroxan and you're going to get some musk in there. But whenever I spray this on, it really kind of reminds me of something like a salty watermelon. Okay, it's got that watermelon type bright fruity, not ultra citrusy, not ultra sour, but that bright fruity sweet sensation along with that ambroxan and musk, which is where the saltiness comes from. It just equals a great summertime fragrance. Now, how does it smell in relation to Creed's Millésime Impérial? It's about 70% there. It's not a spot on clone of it, okay? I like the smell of Creed a little bit more, but I hate the price of Creed more. Creed is charging $470, $480 for 100 milliliters. Now this one, I saw it on Joma Shop today for $29. If it happens to be over $29 after this video, I apologize. It may only get up to maybe $35, but still, it's a good price. This one also struggles a little bit in its longevity, maybe 5 hours, 5.5 hours. Okay, so it's not going to be magical as far as how much it performs, how long it's going to stay on your skin. But where the magic is, it's actually just in the scent itself. Okay, and it does do a really good job in cutting the heat. So Millésime Impérial, Club de Nuit Milestone. Leave that Creed stuff away. Club de Nuit Milestone from Armaf. That's going to be fragrance number 6, my friends. Last up on this list is one that I think needs to be on every affordable fragrance list as well. And it's also one that you've passed in rack stores plenty of times. But this one has actually gotten a lot of hype without the price skyrocketing like you would think it would. It is from Mont Blanc. This is Individual, a great springtime fragrance, early summertime. Now, as far as the notes, there are about 1 billion notes in this thing. Everything from green notes to some fruity notes to some floral notes to a couple of woody notes and everything in between, okay? So I'm not going to list all of them off, but what I will tell you that this smells like, it smells like a really nice fabric softener, like you just pulled some laundry right out of the dryer with a top note of raspberry. I've always got to pronounce that P in raspberry. It doesn't get enough love. But overall, this is just very, very pleasant as an everyday reach during the daytime when it starts getting hot outside. If you're watching this video when it's first released, I'm shooting it right now in the middle of April 2023. It is a great time to purchase this fragrance and wear it. Only $25. I got this one for $20 at Ross. So you can find it for cheaper than what I'm listing it in the description below. But it lasts for 6 to 8 hours. It is very bright. It is very pleasing. It's not going to offend anybody, and it's versatile. You can wear this just when you're going out for a casual day. You can wear this to the office. You can wear it around the house. It just has a great versatile scent profile, okay? But Mont Blanc Individual, this is absolutely one that needs to be on your list for affordable fragrances. And there we are, guys. I told you it does not take much money to smell good. You can literally have $100 in your hand and have about 3, 4, or even 5. If you do the math right, you can have 3, 4, or 5 of these fragrances in your collection within the week. And there's fall fragrances, there's professional fragrances, there's summer fragrances, there's some younger, youthful smelling fragrances, there's some mature fragrances here. This is a very well-rounded list, my friends. I'm telling you, you don't need to be rich. You all deserve to smell amazing. You all deserve to feel amazing. And like I said, that's the whole reason why I exist on this platform, on TikTok, on Instagram, all of these places. That's all I want to do, is to show you guys how amazing you can smell, and anybody can smell great. It doesn't matter how much money you have. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Be sure to check out all of my other links in my link tree. Be sure to buy from my Joma Shop links, whatever you got to do. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.